Lakeside Dental Clinic, Go Island, is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
The Nanaimo Child Development Centre helps more than 1,800 families in the central Vancouver Island region. We're getting a look inside the facility and the programs, all leading up to the big telethon coming up October the 5th. Bringing joy to Gabriola Island, Michael Behrens with a random act of magic and a 1956 Chevy Nomad Bel Air. This is the outdoor playground at the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. The centre was established in 1967, and back then they operated out of a house serving 7 children and their families. Since then, they've served more than 11,000 children and families, and that number continues to grow. We're talking about that today on Go Island. One of the children that has graduated from the Nanaimo CDC is a guy named Andy Rollerson, and as Kelly Robinson shows us next, he's become an integral part of the community over on Gabriola Island. I was chatting with Kelly Robinson in the edit bay while she was editing that story, and she had such a great experience, Michelle, with Andy, and he's graduated now from the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. What do you remember about him?
Andy, it's his exuberance and his enthusiasm. One of my most favorite memories is watching him out at the gift wrapping kiosk at Woodgrove Centre. He was singing Christmas carols at the top of his lungs and waving to everybody as they walked by, and just brought joy with him wherever he goes. I think that really epitomizes Andy.
What does the Nanaimo Child Development Centre do?
Okay, so
it's not clear to everybody.
Yeah, that's a good question. We provide services to children from birth to 18 years of age. Those who have developmental challenges and their families. So it's never just the child. There's the grandma, there's the mom, the dad, and the extended family as well. Mm-hmm. So services such as physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have supported child development, infant development, and we have a preschool on site as well, which is an integrated preschool.
Your area is much bigger than just Nanaimo.
Yes, it is. We cover Ladysmith to Lanцeville is our primary service area, but our one program, the CDBC, which is Complex Developmental Behavioral Conditions, that's a mouthful.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean? What would that look like?
Okay, so those are autism assessments, fetal alcohol, complex behavioral conditions, those kinds of things. And that area covers Duncan, all the way up to the tip of the island for North Island, Port Hardy, Port McNeill, out to Tofino, Ucluelet, all of that area. So a huge area. And that's usually done over a couple of days here at the centre through the assessment services. And then the family, once a diagnosis is reached, will go back to their home community and with a diagnosis, and then there will be funding in place for them outside of what we provide.
How many staff does it take to run this place?
So we have 50 staff on site approximately, and another 40 out in the community, primarily through the supported child development program. So those staff are working in preschools, daycares, to support a child with developmental challenges in that little environment that they're in. Yeah.
And this is one of those environments.
Yes.
Inside the centre here on Nelson Street in Nanaimo. This is the gym.
It is.
And this is used for occupational therapy mostly, and some assessment and physiotherapy in the assessment process.
Right. And the preschool, we have an on-site preschool, so they utilize this area in bad weather. Probably one of the most important times that I think that we use this is we partner with Sunny Hill Health Centre over in Vancouver. They come over to the island twice a year to do a Fix-It campaign so that families don't have to travel to the mainland for their wheelchair adaptations, those kinds of things. So
they do all that here, repairs
they do it here.
And changes as the child's growing. And
absolutely.
Excellent. Okay.
Well, travel is so hard when you have someone.
It's hard enough when
to get here,
yeah,
let alone to go to the mainland, which would be an all-day event.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to talk about wait lists and the upcoming telethon after a short break. Still to come today, illusions with cards with a twist and girl power behind the wheel of a 1956 Chevy Nomad. Erika Horsfield is the communications officer here at the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Pretty new to the job.
I am very new to the job, but excited to be here.
Excellent. Now, there's 1,800 families that access the programs here, but there are more that need the services. How many are on the waiting list?
There are, right now, we currently have 264 children on the wait list waiting for services and a variation of services.
Okay, you can't say that there's one program that is the longest wait list for?
Right now, we have a 10-month wait list for our speech therapy program, which is probably about our longest wait list, which has been cut down. It was a few years ago, 2 years waiting.
Wow. Now, we were talking earlier about fundraising. We're going to talk more about fundraising a bit later on. There is not a single program in the Nanaimo Child Development Centre that isn't touched by fundraising, and certainly that is where some of the money, eliminating the wait list, is a big goal.
That's huge.
And that takes money.
Takes money. Everything takes money here. While governments might fund the therapy sessions, they don't fund the report writing or the time for the therapists to get to and from those appointments. So everything comes down to fundraising money. We had a summer camp this summer, which was really exciting, and that was 100% fundraised money.
Excellent. Now, when we talk about the children that are waiting, the ripple effect into the community is multiplied, because it's the family and the extended family and the siblings and everybody that child interacts with in their lives are affected by them having to wait. What impact does it have on a family?
Just imagine wanting to get a coffee at Starbucks and having to wait 10 months. Would you be frustrated? I might be.
Yeah.
You look at those families and a lot of them don't know what else to do. So we're really lucky here. The CDC tries to be proactive. It puts on different sessions to teach the parents how to help until they can get into programs, which is huge.
What does aging out mean? Because that's something else that is at risk of happening if we don't get these kids off the wait list.
Yes, so you don't want to age out. Early intervention at the CDC is absolutely key. Aging out is when you get to the school age, so 6 years old, and you enter the school system. It's just a different process then that you have to go through. So better safe than sorry. Bring your children in if you have any questions. I'm
trying to relate what I can imagine it feeling like as a parent. You know that your child has some challenges. You don't know exactly what they are, or maybe you do, because you can be on a wait list after you've been assessed. Is that
once you've been through your intake.
Through your intake, and then just having to wait and not knowing. Oh, incredible. Okay, so the best way for people to support, besides the telethon coming up,
is just to, a lot of support. You can come and you can volunteer at the center to help us. You can donate, help fundraise, have your business do a fundraiser. A lot of us maybe on our own couldn't do a lot for the center, but if we get our colleagues and our businesses involved and host some sort of event that can donate to the CDC, that's a great thing to do as well.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. There's more than about $1 million needed every year to run the programs that are run here at the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. One of the big fundraisers coming up, besides the Silly Boat Regatta that happens every year, is a telethon. It's coming up October 5th. We're going to talk more about that after a short break, and a random act of magic. Oh, I'm supposed to snap my fingers.
All right, we are here in Coombs at the Dutch Import Store, and I have a new friend. His name's Nolan. How are you? Good. Good? Good. We're going to do a little bit of a card trick for you. I want everybody to notice all the cards are different. Here, we'll even just give it a quick little cut for you, just like so. Nolan, do me a favor. Reach in there, pick any card you'd like.
Okay.
That's the one. Perfect. Show the camera. Show everybody at home. And I also have a marker. Nolan, take the marker. I want you to sign your name on the number side.
On the number side?
On the number side, yeah. Put your name on there. And let me know when you are done.
Okay.
All right. Nolan, hang on to the marker and give me the card. Just drop it right down. Beautiful. Locked inside of the deck somewhere. I'm going to try and find it now in a lot of weird ways. A lot of magicians use this sleight of hand stuff, just like so. Today, I'm actually going to use my mouth. Okay. I know it sounds weird. Nolan, your card's going to jump out of the deck, flip around a minute 8 times, and land on my face.
Okay.
Take a look. It's not the top card. It's not the bottom card. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, Nolan, here we go. At the count of 3, watch this. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
There it is, Nolan, the 8 of clubs. That's not too bad.
9.
9 of clubs, 9 of clubs. All right, we'll do this one more time. Nolan, I'm gonna take your 9, we're gonna bury it in the deck. Push it in there for me.
Okay.
Very good. All right, now, I found it on my mouth. What would you say if I could find it in my mouth? That'd be good,
crazy,
huh?
yeah.
All right, watch this. This is crazy.
It's all folded too.
Wow, Nolan, that's gross but effective. Let's take a look. Here we go for the camera. There it is, your Nana Club. Has your name on it. Do you want to keep it?
No.
Good, good answer. That's it for another random act of magic.
The second annual Nanaimo Child Development Centre Telethon, a partnership with Shaw TV and the Port Theatre, takes place October the 5th. It's a Sunday coming up very soon, running noon until 8 p.m. It's open to the public. Come on down, partake in some of the fabulous entertainment and the exuberance of love and joy that we were speaking with Michelle earlier about. It's about entertainment, yes. It's about raising money for all these programs that we were telling you about. There's still room for people to get involved. What do you need?
We need families to come to the Port Theatre and check out the show on Sunday, October 5th. We have tickets that we're giving away here at the CDC, so you can come by and say hello and grab some tickets.
Okay, are those free? Or
Those are free, yeah.
Okay, free tickets for 8 hours of entertainment.
8 hours of entertainment. We have a barbecue happening outdoors. We have magician, balloon artists in the lobby. A whole lot of things for families to do. We just want the performers to have a feeling of performing for somebody. When you're performing for television, we want to have a full audience there. So please come down, join us. It'll be a really fun day.
Okay, now of course all the Shaw TV personalities, myself included, will be there hosting as well, but we want the live audience in the seats at the Port Theatre. And if you're a business in town or an individual, we'll take your money, and you can do that by phoning onto the phone lines during that live 8 hours, or get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of us here at the Child Development Centre, Stephen at NanaimoCDC.com, and you can come on the air and do a check presentation. You can come work the phones. We do have a few phones left in the phone lines, so just come get involved. We wanted to make it a big community event, and thanks to Shaw TV and the Port Theatre partnering with us, we're able to make this happen for year number 2.
Now, how much money did you raise last year? And
last year we raised just shy of $29,000.
Okay, and what's your goal this year?
We have a hefty goal this year.
Okay, good.
Well, we're not going to say it right now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, to give you a hint, Stephen was saying that if you donate $100 and get in touch with you, you can come on and make that check presentation. And I said, no. We want $1,000 donations to make this thing.
We'll take any donations we can get.
That's right.
It's all going to a good cause.
Every bit helps, from 5 to 5,000 and up. The number to call, do you have the number yet? Or?
I think it's 250-585-KIDS. 591-KIDS, KIDS.
Excellent. Okay, that will be active October the 5th, noon. In the meantime, if you want to get involved, contact Stephen here at the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. We're throwing things over now to Ryan LaPlante. It's the very first time a woman has been featured on calendar cars. These are the Kerplunks performing at last year's fundraising telethon for the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. We're here in the hallways, and there's a bit of a display commemorating some of the highlights from last year's event. Rick Scott will be attending again this year, performing, as well as many other local dancers and musicians. You can experience it all for free. All you need to do is come down to the Port Theatre on Sunday, October the 5th from noon until 8. Experience all the entertainment, all the joy, all fundraising for the programs here at the Nanaimo Child Development Centre. There's still time to participate. This is the Landlubber Pub donating $800. That is broadcast live on television, and that could be you if you want to contact Stephen here at the CDC. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. We'll see you at the Port Theatre October the 5th.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Centre, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.